Hi, I'm Josh and this is my mental health selfie for Mind. My story starts about 3 years ago. I was involved in an incident that was a pretty close shave in regards to nearly dying. I sustained some pretty life-impacting injuries, not only physically but mentally as well. And this incident caused me to become quite an introvert, whereas before I was very outgoing, very sociable. I just lost all my confidence completely. I was having a lot of thoughts and feelings about death, a lot of night terrors, a lot of dreams, and it was just really messing me up. And from the back of the incident, I was prescribed quite a lot of strong painkillers, such as oxycodone, tramadol, which were great at numbing the physical pain, but I was later using this to numb emotional pain, thinking this would help, fully well knowing that this wasn't the best coping mechanism. So after about 8 months of this cycle of feeling low and trying to take myself out of it by taking prescriptive drugs, I decided enough was enough and it was time to see my doctor. So the first thing the doctor spoke about was getting me off the prescriptive medication. He knew that it was messing with my head as well. And then after a long chat and an assessment, he mentioned the word post-traumatic stress disorder. Immediately alarm bells were ringing. I was thinking there was something massively wrong with me. I'd only heard this term a few times, referring to like war vets and stuff like that. So it was a bit of a shock, but at the same time I knew it was a step forward. Someone knew what was up with me now, and I could hopefully go and get this sorted. The question was where. So the doctor signposted me to Mind, an organisation I didn't really know much about, but I was well up for giving it a go. I had a consultation where I sort of briefly touched on what I needed help with, and after just a few weeks I was seen by a counsellor. But I was all for it because at this point I knew it was a step in the right direction. So at my sessions I felt very at ease with the counsellor. He was phenomenal. He went into great detail about post-traumatic stress. As I started to understand it, I could start to understand these feelings as well. And after just a few sessions, I really did feel like it was making a difference. Just taking an hour out each week to get all the thoughts and feelings that were just going crazy in my mind, and then just getting them out of my mouth into a room, just that physical act felt like a massive weight off my shoulders. We did a lot of work, a lot of like breathing exercises, which felt quite strange because I'd never done anything like that. These were techniques that I could use in everyday life to help overcome all these strange feelings I was having. I made a joke to the counsellor how some people, when they're feeling stressed or whatnot, they go for a massage. I genuinely felt like it was a massage for my brain, which sounds a bit strange, but at the time when I had so much going on and so many worries and fears, it just felt so nice to sit in a room and just get it all out. The counsellor I had at Mind did an exceptional job. He was fully committed to helping me. His advice and his guidance was just second to none. And if anyone does feel like they have any issues, I urge them to go to Mind because it's such a great organisation. And in regards to mental health, it's very much a thing. 1 in 4 people experience some element of it in their lives. So why not go and speak to someone about any problems you're having rather than just bottling it all up, letting it get out of hand and trying to save yourself with prescriptive medication, because for me that didn't work. Going to Mind worked and I feel so much better for it. Thanks for listening to my story.